What's the crack, everyone? It's Ollie from B2B Sports here. England have just won the first test match in the 5-test series against India in Hyderabad. What an amazing test match it was. England were down and out pretty much, 190 odd runs down, and the magnificent Ollie Pope and Tom Hartley's instrumental bowling figures in the second innings, it just really made a difference. What an incredible game of cricket. Once again, affirming that the test match format is king. It is the greatest format of them all. It's unmatched. We'll quickly recap the first test, and England won the toss and chose to bat. This is nothing out of the ordinary for Ben Stokes and Bazball. Like to set a high quick total and then send the opposition in to bat at the end of the day. That's easier said than done in India, that's for sure. The spinners and Bumrah in these conditions are no joke. They tore through England's middle and top order. Ben Stokes was the only really one to set a big total. I think he scored 70 in that first innings. It was then India's turn to bat, and there were a lot of question marks around England's bowling selection for this test. They've decided to leave Jimmy on the sidelines. They've gone for some young, inexperienced test match spinners, knowing that the Indian conditions aid spinners. Jack Leach being the frontline spinner. You've got Joe Root, the part-time spinner, who's not really part-time anymore, is he? You've got debutant Tom Hartley, and you've got Rehan Ahmed, promising young spinner. It's pretty evident that India's top order was going to go after Tom Hartley. I think he got hit for a 6 off his first ball. His first inning figures weren't pretty. He picked up a couple of wickets, but was slapped all around the ground. India set a huge first innings score, and they could have had more, really. There was a sloppy run out in there, a couple of poor choices of shot, but nonetheless, that was a huge first innings total, and they were well in the driver's seat. I think it was a 190 run lead going into the second innings. Journalists, the media, social media were just implying that England's team were too inexperienced. The bowling choices were inexcusable, lacked experience. Bazball doesn't work in India. You know, the list goes on and on and on. The critics that England faced in that first innings, which made the second innings so much sweeter. Ollie Pope, I take my hat off to you, sir. What an amazing innings that was from him. 196 in the end. I think that one total is more than all of his other totals in India combined. England were in a really sticky situation, losing Joe Root, Bairstow and Stokes. But he carried the team with his sweeps, his reverse sweeps, his scoops. The shot selection was insane. You know, he needed support. Folks did well to stay with him. Rehan did well to stay with him as well. Hartley did well to contribute and add some runs. So props to those guys as well with the bat. But ultimately, Ollie Pope, another guy that was writ off in the first innings, completely changed people's opinion. He looked totally at ease and comfortable with the Indian spinning conditions and stepped up when his team needed him the most. Many people thought that test match wouldn't go to 4 days, but he proved them wrong. He proved everyone wrong. He fought to the end, and that's what Bazball's all about, innit? Taking the game to the opponent, not the game taken to you. This set up an enthralling final run chase. I think it was around 220 India needed. And up steps Tom Hartley. I absolutely love this story to bits. Another player that was completely writ off, inexperienced, maybe was selected too early, wasn't ready for test cricket at this point in time, too high of a release point, too wayward, too inaccurate. Just silence all them doubters, mate. Silence all them doubters. I was on social media earlier, and the video popped up where Freddie Flintoff gave Tom Hartley his first England cap, and some of the words that Freddie used rang so true in this scenario. Be brave, be proud, and fight, just like the lion on the crest. And it was a really, really motivational speech that he gave to Tom Hartley in that moment in time.
So, like the lion on the cap, Tom, be brave, be fearless, be proud, enjoy every minute. It gives me great pleasure to present cap number 272 to Tom Hartley.
And that just summed up that test match for him. He went through adversity, he got tonked around the park, but ultimately came back and picked up a 7-wicket haul. Just absolutely insane. Picked up some huge wickets when England needed them. India was starting to build a little bit of a partnership, but he came up clutch. I'm just so happy for him. Jack Leach was carrying a little bit of an injury to his left leg, I believe, in that second innings. and England needed someone to step up and take that frontline spinner role, and that's exactly what Tom Hartley did. It was a close finish, don't get me wrong, it was a close finish, but England just did enough with the ball, and it probably is one of the most impressive overseas wins in my lifetime. And Bazball is well and truly alive, still going, after all the critics. Also, can we just talk about that Ben Stokes run out? Absolute joke of a cricketer. The fact that he got that much power behind an underarm flick, ridiculous. And didn't he have knee surgery a few months ago? What a bloke, what a captain. Test match cricket is well and truly alive. In fact, I don't think he's ever been better. You had the West Indies beating Australia in Australia for the first time in God knows how long. Just unreal scenes all round. And props to all the fans that came out to Hyderabad. Incredible atmosphere, incredible cricketing nation, but not as good as England on this occasion. I can't wait for the next 4 tests now. Let us know, England fans, what do you think of the first test? Is Tom Hartley England's new generational spinner, or am I just getting ahead of myself here? But yeah, roll on the next one. Cheers for watching and listening, everyone. Peace out, and up the England.